Alright folks, welcome back to King's Consoles. Today we're going to be playing some Reed 2064 read-only memories. Almost forgot to put the number in there. Yeah, this is one of the free PlayStation Plus games. I believe it may have actually been October. I'm not 100% sure, but I did download this. Oh, we got a wee demo coming in here. Mid-Boss Presents. I would just be quiet, be interrupted.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Forever. Huh, thanks for the intro. Must admit the music's pretty cool. Anyway, so let's just play some 2064 read-only memories, a new cyberpunk adventure. Press any buttons twice to skip. Okay, I think it's going to show the same cutscene, isn't it? There we go. New game. So yeah, a game I've never actually heard of before, but this is what I like about PlayStation Plus. Not everyone does. I think it's going to... Yeah, give me the same cutscene. Skip. I've seen it already. Yeah, as well like with PlayStation Plus, you do get some games you would never dream of picking them up. And this is why I kind of pre-download this. Or not pre-download it, but download it to the console. Just to play. I thought I was bringing along for a ride. Home sweet home. Okay, maybe not sweet. Ah, okay, so it's almost like a point and click. Let's look at the plan. Plan's in pretty bad shape, isn't supposed to be one of the easiest plans to take care of. Talk to plan. Okay, loads of stuff to... Headphones. Pick them up. Yay, headphones. Guess we're going to the computer. Listen to sync. by day. Okay, let's pen and paper is the most tangible method, but if you're not gonna be so sloppy, maybe digital would be good tool. Now your principles weighing too much through blah 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 blah. Use item. Headphones. Boot up Lappy. I wonder if that's YouTube icon. Let's look at OK today. Neo, Oklahoma. It's quite a chill game so far. Look at journal. Journal logic. Flips live. Flips live, that's copyright of YouTube surely. Inbox. Oh, that was exciting. Coffee. Drink coffee. Everything. Well, I think I'm good to open the door. Oh. Oh, bed. It's even bed. Oh, head this in article. Now you go back to the computer. This is my article. Guest emails. That's what we're missing. Let's go back. Ah, okay. I get it now. Wow, don't even get to see it. So let's write my review. Let's do this. Typey. That's me, not the game. Thought I had some extra sound effects. Oh, you've got some sound effects. Sent. Time for bed. Or you could read some OK Today and catch up with some of the news before you sleep. Can do that. Back button. Yeah, let's see. Look at. Let's use OK Today. Current events articles. Hashtag stay human. It's a bit slow paced. I have no idea this is what I was going to be playing. The kind of classic point and click, but hardly ever win. So I went to this game knowing absolutely nothing. Yes. Oh man, I keep wanting to play some Call of Duty, but there's an update, so I thought I'd try this. Oh, yawn. My brain wasn't set up for reading, my brain was set up for shooting. I'm not getting the idea, I'm not actually reading this. Apologies if you are trying to read it, but yeah, let's just back that out. Log out. I'm kind of hoping this is like not the whole game. Even bed. Hope there's some other elements to this game. Oh. Who's this? Robot dude.
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
Yes, no reading.
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
Sorry.
Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
Never.
Came in through the door, of course.
Oh.
The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Sakugate M/14723-B.
Ah, so it is.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you.
What?
I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter.
I don't have a dog.
Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. And that you left it open.
No.
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice to the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience.
Very good eBay then.
The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Congo.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC.
You in my coffee cup. And that bit of paper.
Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
Just throwing them dishes though.
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
Why? Snag?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware.
What?
An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with? Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It is the least I can do. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden, until now. Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes. I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
No vibration.
Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Nice little Star Wars reference there.
The beginning. Okay, yes, I can do that.
Good.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left. I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so. I took into account that you might not want to help me out of the goodness of your heart, as they say. But considering your recent slump in published articles and the lack of liquid assets in your bank accounts, I figured you would jump at the chance to be first on the scene of the violent disappearance of a prominent parallax researcher right in the heart of Neo-SF. Am I wrong? Maybe you store your cash under that ratty mattress in the corner.
Yes, I do.
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him. He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
It's all your fault.
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing. I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him, either to stop his research or to take it and use it for themselves. A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will? How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will? You're right. I apologize for the tangent. Indeed, time is of the essence.
About time.
I took the liberty of charging the AutoCab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived. My head does not bobble, thank you very much.
Bobblehead.
In addition, I would not expect you to help me without fair compensation. I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up to you. I hope you are, for Hayden's sake.
For Hayden's sake. Lead the way. Hayden's apartment.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock. It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully.
Okay.
Before we go any further, I feel I need to clear the air between us. Events have been proceeding faster than I am capable of processing them, and I may have been overly critical of you in our previous conversations. I have put you in an unexpected situation, and it was tactless of me to question your motivations.
Oh, big yawns.
Let's strive to have a more harmonious relationship from now on.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of on board.
lucky break. It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
What about Jackass them?
I do not make a habit of entering people's homes in the middle of the night without permission for no reason. Breaking and entering is just not a sustainable hobby. So yes, I am quite certain. I saw it happen myself.
You know, I kind of wish that they stopped talking there.
I should have stayed and tried to protect him. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to. I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage. Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense, but Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Right. Finally, some more gameplay. Let's use the game console.
Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform. Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time. I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Useless.
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability. Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers.
What?
I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion. That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Yeah, give me searching. Look at books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
Tablet.
Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card. Without the memory card,
There's a memory card somewhere.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home. Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the... I took the fires. You're not actually thinking about switching one of those games on.
Memory card must be here. Oh, that's it. Oh, God.
The memory card slot. Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures. Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map. We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
Good.
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off. Once finished, I will have an assortment of... For example, I'll be able to... I just need to ask you a... This is an exciting... Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online... First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
My name is Jeff.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech? Thank you. I have input. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant? Diet set as goddammit Turing. Are you? Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS. Please review your submitted... Does that sound right? Thank you. See? That was brilliant. You should now also... The meeting with Tom... Perhaps we should... I'm sure we can find some... It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting... Let's head back to your...
And just too much text. What a shame it doesn't proceed. Oh Christ, that's just chapter 1. Isn't it the prologue?
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. That is a prologue. I may come back and do episodes or chapter 1. Yeah, I feel like I've spent too much time with this game already, so apologies if you have watched this video. Not my usual standard, and this is not quite what I was expecting to play. So, Dave Kids Consoles, it may come back for chapter 1. Put in the comments if you want to see chapter 1, or put in the comments to say what you think about this game. Personally, I think it's a bit long-winded with the conversations. The Turing has just been a pain in the arse. Not much has happened yet, but you never know, it might get a bit more interesting. But once again, bye for now. Ta-ta.